Alright, it's time to do another jailbreak, get a couple more resistance personnel for this region, and track down a new rookie, Princess Carolyn, who apparently escaped the BoJack Horseman universe. We're in kind of an odd situation in that we only have 2 regions contacted, and this one has a strength of 3. I think it's pretty clear that Advent is planning to take troops from this region and transfer them over here. So I'm assuming next month this is going to go down to 2, and this is going to go up to 2. The problem with strength 3 is that besides seeing higher quality units, we also just see more enemies on missions. So baseline enemy activity in this region is 10 to 12 enemies right now. That's doable, but I'd really feel more comfortable in waiting until we have laser weapons to start taking on larger groups of enemies. Because 10 to 12 enemies is basically just another pod in the level, and that's increases your likelihood of having to do engagements with 4 to 6 enemies at a time, as opposed to doing what we've been trying to do with varying degrees of success, just having 2 or 3 enemies. So we're going to do this jailbreak and kind of see where we are. I'd like to keep scanning here while the strength in this region is at 1. And I'd also like to get up to 80 intel so we can make contact with this haven, which also has 6 people. We've gotten very lucky in that all of our havens have 6. The other thing I'm going to do here is I don't want to get a retaliation mission in this haven. So I think what we're going to do, at least while this is at strength 3, is we're going to put a few of these people into hiding to lower that chance. If we have everybody on supply, we have a chance of getting the supply retaliation, which is a pretty nasty type of mission. I think the minimum threshold for getting a retaliation, there are 5 kinds of retaliations as far as I know. There's 2 general retaliations that you can get where your haven as a whole is just assaulted and you have to go in and rescue civilians. One of them is like an endless reinforcement drop where you're grabbing civilians out of the field of operations and shuttling them back to an evac point. And one of them is a kind of the traditional one from the base game where you're just going into an area. Advent is, there are 3 or 4 Advent pods that are just shooting civilians, and you've got to go in and stop them, basically take them out and get your civilians out of that situation. But there are also missions that correspond to each of these jobs. So the supply gathering retaliation is an infinite reinforcement, or not infinite. It's a finite reinforcement drop, but it's very tough. I've only done a couple of those, and they've both been really messy. I've won them, but they've been very messy in the past. And the worst one is the recruiting one. The recruiting retaliation involves you having to escort a bunch of recruiters, whoever was on the recruiting job, however many people you had. You have to escort all of them across a map that has active Advent pods in it, and also reinforcements are dropping in on you as you do it. It is a nightmare. I've done 3 of them. One of them went pretty well, surprisingly. One of them went badly, but we still got everybody out, but we took a lot of wounds. And one of them was a full-blown squad wipe. I don't want to ever see the recruit retaliation in this campaign if we can avoid it. The intel retaliation, if we had, 3 or more people somewhere in here in intel, there'd be a chance of that. The intel retaliation is, I think, the easiest retaliation to do, but it's also kind of luck dependent. It depends on where the pods spawn. It's a data tap protection mission, and I'm sure we will see that at some point, because I'm going to have regions where I have 10, 11, 12 people on intel at the same time. When we see it, I'll give the lowdown. But it's very luck-based, but I've also found that of the retaliations in the game, it tends to go the best. So anyway, we're going to put this down to where just a couple people on supply. If we get a general retaliation, that's okay. We only have 6 people in that haven, so it probably wouldn't be hard to swoop in and get them out in a pinch. But we're going to do this mission, and then we'll keep scanning for missions in this region and try to get enough intel to make contact with that 3rd region down there. We need 80. So this is one area where I can see a difference between Veteran, Commander, and Legendary. On Veteran, intel cost to contact different regions, I believe, is only 60 intel. I know on Legendary it's 100. So this is an area where it's just going to take more time if you're playing on Legendary to build up your network. And because it takes more time, and because intel is a scarcer resource, and because it's slightly more intel to boost your infiltration time, it just makes the early game a little bit more a little bit trickier. Makes your margin for error less. Man, I don't know what it is, but I remember played this game a lot on the PS4 version, and it ran fine for the most part. But those opening scenes where people get off the Sky Ranger looked kind of ugly. I thought when I was playing the PC version, I was like, I'm sure that'll be fixed. And it's like, no, it's still, that's the one thing that doesn't look right. All right. What do we got? We got 6 people. We've got our good. He got Blade Master. I remember that was important. Oh, he's got. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just got Fire in the Hole. You're a squatty gunner. And there's our specialist. All right, and Klaus. Who can forget Klaus? Already on his way to becoming a legend. So, what the hell? Zoom out here. We are this corner of the map. We have to get. Oh man, look at this like weird diagonal route we have to carve here. So we have to go this way, grab the prisoners, and then beeline all the way up to that, which I assume is probably the very edge of the map. Yeah, that's the very edge, upper right, from this angle, upper right corner of the map. Okay, great. Couldn't be easy. This is probably the worst positioning you could have, because sometimes you get an evac zone that's right back where you are. That's not usually that bad, because once you get the prisoners, you know that the way back is clear. You've wiped out any like drone pods or enemies on your way, so you're generally going to be safe in your move back. But here, it's possible that we go in, get the prisoners, and there's still enemies in between us and the evac zone that we have to fight through, in addition to reinforcements. So not only is it a long distance away, but it is optimally inconvenient. Alright, well, let's get this done. Now I think, given this layout, yeah, we're gonna have to keep advancing for a little while. We're gonna have to double move like 3 or 4 turns in a row just to get over to that building.
Let me get close enough. All right.
Forte chiaro. Come on, this way.
This is a mission where Klaus having a rifle. So Klaus is my specialist. He's the guy we have to send in to hack that terminal that has the prisoners hostage. But him having a rifle on this mission is not great, because if he had an SMG, he'd be faster. If oh, that was too close. Stealth drone behind this pillar, so we couldn't see it as easily. Whew. Well, let's not go that way. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep eyes on that drone. Those things have a huge detection radius, though. How many tiles is it? 1, 2, 3. They're not even alerted right now. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tiles. And actually, it looks like it might be 11. Because the only reason it can't see past there, I'm assuming, is because of that light post. Whew. Now, I should stress, it's not like the drone would have been a threat. If we activated him with our first character, we'd easily be able to wipe him out with everybody else. But that means we'd have no stealth the entire rest of the mission, because unlike Joanna, who is supremely awesome, Shinobis don't have the ability until they get to Colonel level, if you take the skill, they don't have the ability to go back into Shadow. Or back into concealment after they get detected, so that would just be a bad situation for us.
Okay, bin unterwegs.
So my inclination is to just ignore this drone. It doesn't have any loot. It's in an inconvenient spot. I think what we want to do is go around it, either over the building or over this building or around this building. If that drone shows up later, we'll deal with it. But sometimes those drones just kind of wander off and don't really do anything. Now, it's very possible that it just stays in this corner of the map the entire mission. We gotta be joking. Did it pin her down? Did it move enough to get in the way? Oh, it did. Okay, well, we're gonna wait. Yeah, we're gonna wait and see what it does. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the roof first. Okay. Might wind up fighting that thing anyway. Maybe it was might have been a mistake to get eyes on it. So maybe because Sully would be able to see it right here anyway. Well, let's just focus on keeping our Shinobi in stealth. It's the most important thing anyway. Now, I haven't seen any civilians around here. It's a night mission. But that... what the hell? Oh, there are civilians here. Well, that's great. We've already seen what they can do. Let's take a peek around the corner. Not seeing anything. You just go on Overwatch in case that thing comes forward and you need to wipe it out. I'm going to send you all over this building since it looks to be clear. But I don't want them to be too far away, because if that drone comes over, we're going to need them to be able to step over and take shots from the high ground. Put it down. So he's got no problem doing that, but he's also... yeah, okay. Good, we forgot. We'll have enough firepower, I think. Now, what is that drone going to do? No, no. Oh wow, it just moved all the way up. Well, hey. Wow, that looks like you intentionally missed. Alright, so that's unfortunate, but whatever. So if we hadn't put her there, we could have all come back, we could have gone over the building. The plan was great in theory. Oh, there's another drone over there, though. Just got a little peek of it. This is why having gunners with 60 aim is not cool. Well, I thought we would have enough firepower to destroy this thing, but we might not. Inexplicably... Now explain this to me. Explain this to me, game. There is no railing here. There is nothing obscuring my line of sight. The drone is here. It's not up against the wall. It's multiple tiles out. What is going on? How can I not see this from here to shoot? Absolute nonsense. Okay. So now we're going to do the good old-fashioned stab. 81 on our stab, really? This is embarrassing. Great job. Oh my goodness.
For that, I could use a massage.
Oh, these gunners. They may literally be the death of me. Alright, let's just overwatch with you two, because there's a drone down there. We saw it. Very briefly, it's somewhere over there. So I'm going to go this way. And civilians. I don't really want to move you much further just yet. Alright, who... Specialist, probably the right guy for this.
Bin unterwegs.
See, oh, there it is.
Hier sind
Yep, just stealthing us there. But this is a good situation, because there are no other enemies in the area. That was the risk. The risk here was, what if there was a group of enemies somewhere over here? Could have happened. Now, the only thing I wonder about is, we used a grenade here on this drone to weaken it, so that the knife stabs would have a chance of actually killing it. There's a chance that an enemy group somewhere over here may have heard it. Obviously this drone did, because it came much closer to us. But we'll just deal with that problem if it becomes real. Let's see here. 69. Whew. Yep. Alright, well. Looks like Sully's going to have to handle business here, probably, but I'll see what else I can do first. I would like... oh man, 61. Ugh. $80's not bad, but that's probably just going to do 1 damage. Oh, you did 2. Well, that's great. Now Sully can finish it off.
I'll take that, thank you. Na los, zeigt euch.
Alright, so... let's take a peek up here. Nothing. Is that... let's not get that close to the tower.
Move it, people!
Okay, notice reinforcement timer's already at yellow, so we can't screw around. Okay, so we've got the main entrance here. We need to get over there and figure out what we're doing with. Still haven't seen any enemies. Okay, make sure if I can go to all these tiles, there's probably no civilian. Let's just drop here. Still nothing. Okay. Let's move the rest of the squad up then. Not that much. This would be a great mission for a sniper, because we could put someone up here that have excellent line of sight on the building. Because it stands to reason, 7 to 9 enemies in the level, 2 drones down. There have to be some additional enemies. Now, do I want to... I don't really want to leave him here. Do I? So if I do that, if I leave him at that exact spot, there's a chance that an enemy comes by, goes on alert, and they have a flank on him. Can't have that.
Kein Problem.
So let's pull him, pull you two up to this. And then let's get people here. And you can... what are we doing with you, Sully? Here, I guess?
Fine.
I mean, everybody's in half cover, but let's just wait this turn out. We can move up with boss and get a look at what's in that front area. Oh, let's take a look at the hack. What do we got? Hypnography or Squad Blitz, but jammed is a really bad negative. I can't remember what hypnography is. Let's just take a glance. Now, obviously, Squad Blitz would be awesome. Enemy will by 50% doesn't matter because we don't have psionic people. But a failed hack resulting in all enemies gaining a defense mobility boost, that's catastrophic. We can't have that. Alright. Boss. Let's get eyes on this. Are we going to actually see real enemies? Yes. There is a pod of 3 right there. Advent Trooper, Advent Gunner. Not the best, not the worst, but this is kind of convenient because we can see exactly how far up we can move. It is not far. They were very close to seeing Sully. How do we do this? Because they've got great full cover positions behind these walls. So how are we gonna get around them? Deal with their nonsense, because they've got superior cover positions to us. One option, how far can you shoot your rocket? Oh, I might be able to light them up here. That's a little sketchy. That's probably what we'll do if they take... Yeah, just put you on the corner. Because now if they move up and take cover, I'm just going to have you hunker. So that they don't shoot you and screw up my plan. Now, really limited in my movement options here. I think it would be best to put you here. So we need to see where they move. If they move forward, they're going to see us. They're going to see Sully. If they don't, yeah, Sully just... You have that -9 defense, so let's give you a low. And I'm going to overwatch with you. I'm going to overwatch with you, and then boss, I'm going to have you kind of pull off to the side, maybe? Maybe go over here, so you get a better view of them. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what are they going to do? Where are they going? Oh, they are coming forward. Nice! I did not expect you to hit. No yellow alert. Sully is 1 tile. I should have checked this. Can't quite get there. 37 on the gunner. We got to take these guys out, but how do we do this? You have area suppression. We could do... Oh, that guy's just outside of the area suppression. That's unfortunate. We could easily do double suppression with the gunners. I'm assuming you have... Yeah, we have to move you up, but they didn't go on Overwatch or anything, so that's fine.
Okay,
Let's keep you kind of in the building, so let's see what we got here. You can suppress the gunner. Now we need somebody to have... Of course, we could just double suppress the gunner and just say, this is the only guy we care about stopping. You in a full cover spot. Now we'll suppress you. Okay. And I'm gonna... What about boss? What is his... How close is he? Oh, he's 1 tile too far in and we don't have Ghost Walker. So he's got to stay put. Don't want to ruin his stealth yet. So what we're gonna do is we're going to push up with Sully and Ryuji, and they're going to hunker in this half cover with the plan of basically moving in for the kill shots on the next turn. So Ryuji, he's going to run to there, and just, if they don't move, he's going to run to there and take a 1 HP, you know, 1 tile, like point blank shot with his SMG on the gunner. And Sully will take the other guy if he can. Now the catch is... Oh yeah, because Sully has running gun, so that's what we'll do with him. Okay. That leaves good old Klaus. What are we doing with Klaus? Are we moving him up too? I don't really see a reason not to. I mean, I can take a 37, I suppose, on the gunner, but then he misses and he's just sitting up there in half cover, not hunkered. Doesn't seem like a good situation. Oh, fellas, you've made this too easy. Alright, so there is a chance this goes horribly wrong if there's another pod back here. Nothing yet. Doesn't look like... That's a closed door. That's an open door. That's the dangerous door. So I'm going to run and gun Sully up and shoot the trooper. And if we don't see anybody, then we're in the clear. Didn't see anyone. Don't shoot the gunner. Yeah, take him out. Alright, and let's put this guy down too. Alright. Well done, team. Let's start scouting again. There's got to be at least one more pod, probably a pod of 3, probably in the area with the objective. So we're good to take that corner if we wish. We need to reload our gunners though. Can't have our gunners run low on ammo.
No.
Pronto a sparare. Vedo. Gate klar.
And just in case something comes through the door.
Save Feuerschutz.
Alright. Boss. You can't get in there easy. You can't. Do I want to scout the roof? Or do we want to go like this? Guess we're going around the corner here. Ah, there's a door right here. Okay, good. So we'll move everybody inside the building into better cover. And then we'll scout that left side with Boss.
I got this.
Yeah.
Oh. Change of plans. Oh no, that's Sentry. Oof. Drone's gonna run up. This is bad. They are in a really good position. Fortunately, I just reloaded the gunner. And can you suppress the Sentry? No. Can the Sentry actually see anybody? Who can the Sentry see? Can see... Oh god, that Sentry's gonna have a great shot on Sully with his abysmal -9 defense. And you're in good position. We need to disorient that officer so that he can't use his that marking ability. The other thing we can do is we can shut down the drone 89. That might be worth going for.
Sì, si può fare.
Okay, I'm gonna suppress the officer. This was if I'd only moved Sully first, so we could see what we're up against, I could have done something. Although I don't know, Skull was sitting out in the open, he would have had to move. If we can just survive this one turn, I'm just gonna have Sully hunker here. Could have just survived. Just survived this one turn. I'm really only concerned about one person of these 3, which is this Sentry way up here. On the next turn, that's Boss's target. He's going to run up and he's going to slash that guy, because that guy has to die. Now, I have a 61 that theoretically has a chance of killing that drone. But realistically, that ain't going to happen. What we might... But the drone's going to run up and stun somebody if I don't do something to it. Now, who are you seeing here? You're seeing the officer and you're seeing... Alright. I'm going to go for the disable on the drone. It's a 99. This would be the ultimate choke. Oh, we could have had control. That would have been great, but there's no way I'm rolling the dice on a 35 in this situation. So the drone is now disabled. That's good for us. And is it just the gunner left? Then you go on Overwatch.
Any other spots?
Alright. We've played defense as best we can. He missed. The sentry is coming back. What are you doing? Seriously? He was hunkered in full cover. Oh, we got reinforcements now, too. Worst timing. Wait. Did you... Sully, that guy must have line of sight on you. You have the electroshock move, right? So this should... This is one of those interesting situations where... this is a really good move. Because he missed, but he disoriented him. And that should have... Yeah, remove the Overwatch. Great. But we've still got problems because we've got reinforcements coming. Now, if I come back here and slash this guy, what's the chance to hit on the slash on the sentry? It's a 99 with a 10% chance of a graze, and it only does 6 to 8. I can do it and get him into cover. That's very risky, though. 18% chance of a graze, actually. And if it grazes, it's probably not going to kill him. Probably does 3 damage. Sentry survives. He's disoriented, but he survives. That's not going to work. Gotta come up with a better solution. So I think that the solution for this situation... We do have to destroy that drone still. What I'm basically going to do, we're going to burn the officer if we can. So that's telling me that he gets hit. I don't know if he'll actually be on fire. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. I need to suppress him again. I'm going to use protocol on Ryuji because he's in half cover. Now I think I might just go on Overwatch to guard the reinforcement against the reinforcements. Big problem we have is that drone. I don't really have a means of killing that. Even this is only a 61. And that drone's going to stun somebody if I don't do something about it. Well, one option is to shoot it with the specialist after we grenade it, right? That gets rid of it. That was a real good hit, too. That is only a 71. It has loot. I really don't want to destroy it. Are you in a good cover spot where, like, you could actually just shoot the drone? With your embarrassing low 64? I mean, if he's revealed, he might get shot at, but by who? The sentry's not going to get to him. There's nowhere for the sentry to move to get to him. I think that this is the right play. I'm really glad you hit that, Chris. Alright, that saved me from having to make a tough call here. So... let's put you on Overwatch and deal with these reinforcements. Of course, it's going to probably be irrelevant because of the brightness. But we got a sentry and a gunner. Not a great situation. Coming in on our flank. Damn it. That was only a graze, though. Sentry's moving back in that corner. I'm going to Overwatch again, because that's all he does. Okay. First order of business, we have to do something about this nonsense going on behind us. Boss, you actually have a very high percentage move here, because you can get into full cover. And I think with 7 to 9, even on a graze, that would have a chance of killing him. Nicely done. Did full damage. Okay, the reason that's a high percentage move is because he's in full cover to all enemies, so he's not in danger here. The dangerous enemy is that sentry, and I'm not sure how we deal with him. We might need to go... This might be a good time for the nuclear option. I know he has loot, but this shit is... this situation is unacceptable to me. He's just too dangerous. He is disoriented, and it's a disoriented Overwatch, but sentries are so ruthless. And we have a rocket. Yeah, I need this guy dead. And that spread is small enough that we won't hit any civilians. Of course, I said that, and... Oh, yeah, no. They're totally fine. That must have been an optical illusion. Now that wall's on fire. So, I do love the little notification, like, Overwatch removed. And I'm like, oh, really? You mean blowing up that entire structure removed the Overwatch? Now, how do we deal with you? You're the real threat here. Because I can just run in and grenade the officer. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do with the specialist. We're just going to run to right here. So yeah, we're flanked right now. That's okay. Not going to be for much longer. Throw that grenade. You did not just roll for 2 damage on a dead center tile throw. I didn't even know it was possible to be that unlucky. Oh man, that's just terrible. How do we handle that now? Wait, you have a... Oh, he's just totally flanked. I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, we need to move you over here to suppress the gunner. Can't suppress him. Okay, I haven't... Wait, is Ryuji flanked that gunner? Can that gunner see him somehow? I thought he was... How? I mean, that is a glass door, but the alignment doesn't look correct. Because the gunner... Oh, can he peer? Oh, he can. Oh, Ryuji might be dead. I didn't even see that. Well, great. In that case, since he's going to take the shot on Ryuji anyway... Okay, where can you see the gunner from? Right here? Okay. We're going to double suppress the gunner. I don't know if that makes his aim lower than just one suppression. Oh, he's going to run it? And they're both going to miss. And he shot at my specialist because he's now too far away to see Ryuji. Alright. We gotta finish this guy off somehow. How do we do that? 6 to 8, but again, 18% chance of a graze on that is quite bad. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Sully is gonna run up, probably hunker. We're gonna keep suppressing. You can... That's risky. Let's see. You have no ammo. Is that guy planning to, like... Does he have the movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 to get that flank? I mean, could he do that? Is that actually a move? With 11? I don't think he can. I don't think he can move that far. I have 13. 3... Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have an 8-tile movement with 13 overall, so he's got to go 1, 2. I'm assuming he can jump over that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's iffy. He might be able to do that. I don't know. Alright, let's just put you here. We won't take that chance. Sully, you were so close to being able to end this guy, but not close enough. Here's what we're gonna do. Sully, you're gonna be a hero. Run up. Well, meanwhile, I'm going to head into the area with the prisoners. Okay, boss, you're just going to come here for intimidation. We're not actually going to take this shot. It's not a horrible shot, but I don't want the gunner shooting you. I don't want there to be any chance of that. What can Ryuji do? Okay, so Sully, you can run to this full cover spot. So I'm going to try to induce him to move. I think we're going to go on Overwatch here. Do we need to, though? Because we could move Skull up to here. One gunner pinned down in heavy cover, and this is the nonsense we got to do. I think he'll shoot at boss if I don't hunker him. So we're gonna hunker. This guy's dead on the next turn. What's he gonna do? Try to run the suppression and die horribly. Well, that's not the ending to that encounter I expected, but I'm very satisfied with it. Okay. Now, enemies are cleared. Reinforcements are dead for the moment. It's not gonna last that way forever. So we're gonna go. We gotta get these things. That's small intel catch 76, watch list 46. Let's move here so we can actually have both of these in our line of sight. And then we'll hack them next turn and start making our way out. Reinforcements again at yellow, so no time to screw around. We've got to start securing our path back to evac. Now we actually... Oh, these people can just leave. Interesting. Ah. Sully, I don't want you with just one shell. So even though your movement's not great, reloading. I'm going to actually leave them in here for now, because I want to be able to hack those doors and get a shot at those rewards. So, small intel catch 62, watch list 47, small intel catch 76. We're going to go for the intel catch, because that's what we need. That's the resource we're lacking right now. Great. Great, great, great. Can't even get it on a 76. Our specialists have really not been coming through on those. Why are there just random civilians hanging out in that room? Everybody needs to be reloaded, because I'm pretty confident we'll see another reinforcement drop before this mission's over. You all need to start booking it out of here. No, that's not where I meant to put you. Now these guys can't get any further than that. My arch nemesis of Ironman, the misclick. Yeah, he's got full. Okay, keep going. And Sully, you are really far behind the pack here, but he might catch up. Crap. How far? Oh my god, it's so far. Switch up here, take advantage of the height advantage, maybe.
Bin dabei.
Oh, I just desperately hope we can take one of these guys out when they drop in. Find a way to contain the other two. I don't know where they're going to show up. This is one of the problems.
Whatever.
We just kind of hope that they're near wherever we are. And Princess Carolyn. Get moving. Because we got a long way to go.
Mi tengo pronto.
Where are they dropping? Okay, crashing their ship into the top of the building, basically. Okay, this is good. It's only 3 troopers. And we have good Overwatch positioning for this.
Vedo truppe Advent.
We should get 2 or 3 Overwatch shots, depending on how they scatter.
Si muove ancora.
I hate all of you. Oh, what do we do here? I mean, obviously, it's only 3 troopers. Do we just run? Do you think we just run and ignore them? Just try to, like, break line of sight? Just take our chances on the 20% shots? Because our civilians, they've got to run. We have 8 turns. How far away are we exactly? I mean, I can't even see the evac zone. It's so far away. That's like 4 dashes. Dash. 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 Yeah, that's 4 turns of double movement to get them out. Can we really afford to take that many shots from these troopers? The problem is, like, if I don't think I have the means of taking all 3 of them out. So we can get that guy. Maybe we can. If Boss comes in and slices the guy who's grazed, run and gun this guy. It all depends on whether or not Klaus can hit this shot.
Geht klar.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And hope that this 81 gets the job done. Wow. It did not even come close. And now he's stuck back there up against those troopers. So we're kind of committed now to finding a way to save his ass. And I can also run and gun there, kill that guy. Slice. Is there a guy who can slice and still be in cover? That's the real question. Only him. Only that guy. So, how do we deal with that trooper there? I'm not worried about Boss getting out. So how are we doing this? Run and gun there, shoot him. The other factor, though, is there's only 8 turns on the timer. It's already going to be, like I said, about 4 dashes to get out. So Klaus is pretty much committed to double moving every turn, but so are other people. So
Cosa c'è lì?
let's see what you got here. You have an area suppression. Also regular suppression. Here's what I think we do. I think we suppress this trooper,
Non va da nessuna parte.
and we commit to killing the other 2 guys.
Oh, you just try and stop me. Come on.
Because the other factor is if we don't take these guys out, we'll probably be able to shoot some of the civilians. Can't have that. Alright, so even on a graze, this should kill this guy. Now, technically, he could be flanked by this trooper moving, so we're going to double suppress him. And try to get him on the moves.
Keep going.
Enthusiastic suppression there. And then we're going to bring up Ryuji, and we're going to have him go on Overwatch as well. Now, you all need to run. As far away from this guy as you can. Oh, this guy's got awful movement. Compared, like he was in, like she could move. Oh, man. Here, there's always one civilian with just awful movement. I've discovered. Where's our other Overwatch? It's okay, shrug it off like a boss. Okay, boss, you've got by far the best movement. I'm confident you can catch up with the rest. Take this guy out. Everybody else, no more fighting. We gotta run. Right. Move. Just in case you have to shoot something later.
Let's beat these chumps down.
Right. It's still yellow. I hope we have one more turn of yellow.
Via, via, via. Los geht's.
Alright, is it going to go to red again, or are we going to have one more of yellow?
Nemici in avvicinamento.
Crap. That's really bad. It's going to be very difficult to not have somebody get shot. But we're just going to have to trust in our ability. Is that a drain pipe? That's drain pipe. So we've got a good chance. We're not going to have anybody on Overwatch this turn because we just got to run. Book it. Everybody needs to get as close as possible at evac zone. If we can get everybody on the building or out of line of sight, we might be okay.
Io ci sono.
Over here!
Wird gemacht.
Dropping it behind us. That's a pod we just gotta run from. We can't take those guys out. And the sentry too. Particularly nasty. Where did they drop? They're inside a building? Or oh, that's not a terrible dropping location. What the hell are we gonna do here to get everybody out safely? Boss is still back there too. Well, let's do the obvious thing. Okay, so there's our evac zone. We're not as far away as I thought, but we need to survive this upcoming turn. Out.
In posizione per
Status
l'estrazione.
confirmed. We've secured a civilian
Oh, okay,
contact.
just get out too. You, however, can't, right? You're the one with terrible movement. Is that cover? That is not cover. How do we... Huh. They didn't take great positions for sniping us down. I'm a little worried if Sully doesn't double move here, he will have no chance of getting out. But if I double move him into half cover, I think he definitely gets shot. Klaus can take this spot, and then he's definitely out on the next turn. We also have Boss to worry about. Boss is probably the last guy out, because that's that Valiant Sword Slash. He's got good dodge. Boss, if you die, I'm sorry I let you down. But it would be even worse if we had a trooper chasing us right now, I think. So it's kind of a pick your battles moment.
Okay, vado. Fatevi sotto.
Alright, Sully, what are we doing with you?
Over here.
Let's go ahead and put you here. That at least gives you a chance of avoiding some of these attacks. Skull's actually hit a surprising number of his overwatches. Well, this is it. Do we all die here? That guy didn't have... He had to double move. He had to double move. What are you doing? That's what you get for -9 defense, Sully. But that's the only hit. It's the only hit he took. Oh, Sully, why? Oh, but he should be okay, because we can put him here, and then he's definitely out next turn. I could heal him. I could heal him and move him into that cover spot, too. Because when those two move... figure out how we're going to handle this. Again, just give us a little Overwatch cover. Skull has enough movement, he can easily get out from this position. I'm not worried about shooting him. Get you out. You can now take this spot, if that's what I want to do.
Sì, si può fare. Sto di guardia.
Can anybody get line of sight on him, though? And then where are they? We got a trooper, we got a sentry. If that trooper moves far enough over to the left, would he actually be able to see Sully in any way? That's the shot I worry about, is from that trooper. But I can do this. I can give Sully more defense. I can hunker with Klaus. Okay. So, we still got Boss over here, who's also got to get out. So Boss goes here. Sully, you're going to double move into this corner, and the next turn we'll all be able to get out. These two resistance personnel better be real. Oh, that's a thing that just happened. Well, here go all our Overwatches. I wasn't anticipating them to show up this close to the evac zone. Oh, I'm glad we're out on this next turn. I had to double move. What about him? He went on Overwatch. Is that it? Okay, who's got the... Klaus, you got 5 health, and, oh, it doesn't even look like his Overwatch hits. Yeah, his Overwatch doesn't even trigger. Really don't want to misclick here. We need to just...
Can't you move your ass
make sure we get everybody out. Oh, is it going to be Ryuji? Is he going to be the one who has to run it? Yes. We have no means of disabling that Overwatch, so... No. Good God. Alright, dodged it like a champ. Get the hell out of there.
Fido.
Alright, one left. Sully, you've been wounded. But you'll live to fight another day. Ah.
Me ne vado. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Nothing like ending a level with 9 active enemies chasing after you. Oh boy. I think I mentioned in an earlier episode of this that the variance for difficulty on jailbreak missions was very large. They could be really easy, or they could be extremely difficult. And it all depends on where the evac zones are located. This was an example of where I don't think, with where we started and how long it took us to get to where the prisoners were, and how far away the evac zone was from the prison site, I don't think it could have been much further. I don't think there's any composition of a level that could have been more difficult geographically than what we just experienced. We got it done. We got our 2 resistance personnel. We got our rookie.
Advent officials announced an increase to this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to voluntarily visit their nearest recruitment center. Remember, only together can we build a better...
Also, that was a great example, that mission, of why it was so important to take that Blade Master perk with Boss, so that he... Because, I mean, imagine if those... it adds 10 to your aim. Imagine if all of those sword slashes had been 89s. Instead of 99s. Somebody might have died.
Let's hope they all go that smooth, Commander. Great work.
16 days for Sully, but he's tired anyway, so he was going to have to take some time off. Yeah, great. Another terrible aim gunner. You also have flesh. Interesting. You're going to have a team. You have field medic too, which is weird. We're going to have a team of gunners that all specialize in knives. Advanced speed. That's really nice. Elite air trigger and suppressor. Okay. And we've got Princess Carolyn now. Obviously, if you know anything about BoJack Horseman, it's hard to... You can't really make a character that fits what Princess Carolyn looks like, but she does have the right voice. Because somebody made a mod that put her lines from the show into the game, and it's great. 68, 15 mobility, 4 health. Huh. Pretty unremarkable. How are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, those two don't count. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. That is only really enough people to field one competent squad. Boss is also tired after that mission. Yeah, after all those, Okay. We got another mission coming right around the corner here. Now we got you two. Also, something we should do. I'm gonna put... Boss is tired, right? So he's out for a while. I'm gonna put him on this as a Haven Advisor, because with 11 people, we've got to have at least one, possibly two Faceless in here. It would be helpful if we could start weeding them out. no missions spawned, unfortunately. Gonna get our Grenadier and our intel package. And we had a stronger squad on this mission, didn't we? We've got... yeah, because they got some bonds. And we've got Yuna, who's been a Deadeye sniper so far. Okay. And it is rescue VIP from active vehicle, find a lead. We could over-infiltrate this mission. We don't have any other missions going right now. It might not be a bad idea to over-infiltrate, get this down to vulnerable. Oh, but strength went up to 2. Yeah, even more reason to over-infiltrate, I think. And that's what I'm talking about. That's a mission I want.
Commander, you should be aware. We're detecting lost activity in this area. Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
Let's see what we can do here. I don't just want to win this mission. I want to clear out the enemies and get every crate. So do we have an assault available? Assaults are really good on these kinds of missions. Looks like we don't, though. But Rangers are also very good on these kinds of missions with Lost. Definitely going to need Joanna. Technicals are good on these kinds of missions. Don't we have... what happened to our third gunner? Oh, she's on. Adam Jensen's on that other mission. We don't need a specialist for an extract supply mission in an abandoned city. We can use a sharpshooter, that's for sure. Now we had an advanced speed upgrade, right? What all do we have here? We have defense. I need to give defense to Sully because that would take the -9 down to -5, which it's just outrageous. So one option would be to increase Jill's. She's got ever vigilant, increasing her mobility. Take advantage of that. And also make the shotgun easier to use would certainly be helpful. There's also the possibility of using it on Ryuji, getting him up to 16 mobility, so that his, running up and using the flamethrower is more viable. Really, the speed upgrade could be good on almost anybody. But the guy I probably would consider it for is actually, even though he has I've been mentioning that terrible defense, it would be Sully, because run and gun is only as good as your movement. Take one of these gunners. Look at the similarity in their stats. 616, 413, standard combat aptitude. 616, 424, 5 standard combat aptitude, and their will is even very close. 38 versus 31. It's weird. So we can totally get a 6th person on this. Who do we want? Who's number 6? I really wish you were done. I'd love to have an assault on this mission. Maybe just our other gunner? This could be good, again, for thinning out the Lost. But 2 Rangers on a mission seems a little weird. Then again, 2 Gunners on a mission. The thing is, though, they've got the knife fighting ability. They can parry melee attacks, and that's going to be useful if the Lost overwhelm us. So they can just block those attacks and counter with their little knife poke. Now, we got a scope or something to put on Jill's gun. We don't. But we do have an elite hair trigger, which would give her 10 bonus aim on reaction fire shots. And she does have ever vigilant, so we're going to want to take advantage of that. Of course, we could also put this on our gunners so that they actually hit things on suppression. But they'd probably still miss. Their aim is just that bad. Jill. what I'm still thinking about what I want to do with that advanced speed mod. I might give it to Baker when he comes out of training, because then he'll be an assault with a very large movement range. I think that makes the most sense. Let's see, so we have regular grenade, flashbang. We need another flashbang in play in case of weird mind control nonsense. Actually, you know what? 5 health, minus 10 dodge. Let's give Joanna the nano in case she gets revealed. There's a good chance on these missions that the Lost will reveal you when they swarm. And that's no good. We don't want Joanna. When I get emergency life support, Joanna will be the first soldier to get it, but until then... We don't need 5 medkits. We've got enough medkits. Alright. This team should be more than capable of getting... If we've got 12 crates in play, they should be able to get at least, say, 9 of them. If we don't come away with 9 crates, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. It's not a very mobile team, though, because the gunners are not... There's a part of me that wants to sub you out for someone who's a little quicker. But who would I sub you out with? Because this is really the only choice, and she's only got 14 mobility. So it's not like she's a massive improvement. You actually have 16. Alright. I think this is the team. I do notice now that they're 1 hour over. So let's fix that. Got advanced suppressor on there. Another 1 hour under. I'd like to have, like I said, for reasons in the past, I like to have 2 hours. So there we go. So now we have 2 hours of leeway. Alright, great. These guys are probably over-infiltrated now. No, enemy readiness is still normal. That's interesting. 122, I would have expected them to be invulnerable by now. Lance Corporal Aridako has recovered from wounds. So I put in I have a mod installed that when you have soldiers recover from wounds, the scanning stops. And when you have soldier bonds complete, scanning also stops. So that's what that was. Okay, now we're vulnerable. This will be the mission that we start with next time. I'll see you then.